It's now safe for us to keep playing. Is it though? Some of these conversations are... I'm getting critical mental damage. Alright. I don't know if we got all the way through, but I feel like we had to get pretty close. I'm just gonna pick some stuff randomly. Do 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 boop boo boop boo boop boo. Alright, that sounds good to me. Ooh, that was really loud there for a second, but I think it went back down. Alright. Nothing seems to be peaking. Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, everything alright? As alright as it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. Sorry, I remembered it was day 3 and I was checking my cheat sheet, but I think we're okay. If possible, to resign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. Huh. What about Jill? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a Leviathan potion and then threw himself off a building? Oh, a levitation. Excuse me. Ah, yes, the levitation potion story. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that Jill will find a job after all this. Just who is Jill? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Ooh! Little twin-tail CATGIRL. I'm a big fan of this. This is fun. This is super cool. Okay. Aesthetically, I like this a lot. Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is Sai planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? Sure. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is someone I have to feed. I have to serve a particular drink in a particular order. So what was the drink whose name was changed after people caused a stink? I believe that was the Piano Woman, and my cheat sheet confirms. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All aged and mixed up. Alright, looks like we did a good job. Finally. Here you go. Very nice, thanks a lot. So, you know Say, miss? I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep, and in fact, I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh god, she left her helmet behind again? Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire, jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it at least. Whoa, quite a few people. Say is as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious. She's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So, did she recommend you this place, or... We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Say, is that Kira Miki's autograph on that glass? Seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah, it is. How did you get it? She stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I mean, she did? Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep, this star-like signature is hers. So your name's Jill, then? Yes. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Not sure what kind of voice to give her yet. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello, where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was Say. Yes. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. Alright. Drink in honor of a good friend. That should be the Piano Man. And my cheat sheet confirms. It's important. Gotta do your homework. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. On the rocks and mixed. There we go. We're getting our groove back. Stella getting her groove back. Is this the one you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not, or at least I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection. So it had to be done, otherwise I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it, though. I'm sorry if I overstepped. Okay, so... Interesting. There seems to be... like... necessary or mandatory implementation of nanomachines in the body at birth. And then there are genetic conditions that reject those nanomachines. And she had to go through a procedure so she would still survive post procedure, and it turned her into a cat girl. I mean, if there were reasons to be a cat girl, life-saving procedure, not a bad one. Don't know the overlap yet of why it had to be a cat thing, but it's interesting. Like, it's a cool way to get cat girls. Let's face it. I don't mind. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents were just into the fad. Okay, so some people did like designer babies and made designer babies cat girls. Fascinating. Okay, interesting. I can definitely see some people doing that. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs... Sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah, I started with my grandpa's collection and I've been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I manage little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. Yay! Alright, today just got a little bit better. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too, and I figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs nearby, and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how to avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was... You're at it again. You and your cryptic orders, always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill out here with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever, please order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 fringe weavers then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. 2 fringe weavers, easy enough. Okay. I love that Say's back. And I like Stella a lot too, so this is a good combo of people. I'm enjoying this. I like it. I'm happy. That doesn't happen very often. I'm not always happy. But when I am happy, it's because there's a cat girl in the room. And I bet you feel the same way. If you're anything like me, and I know I'm like me, you like it when a cat girl and a nice girl are in the room and they're not asking you weird questions about sex tourism, are being misogynistic, are anything like that. Any of the other myriad odd shit that we've encountered in this game so far. Ooh, man, this is a heavy drinking one. All right. 1 and 9, 1 and 9. Okay. All aged and mixed. There we go. And we'll do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aged and mixed. He's mixing it real good. All right, that's 2 fringe weavers. Easy enough. 2 fringe weavers. So, this one's for you, and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be saved when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. I like them. They've got a good relationship. They clearly care about each other. Say only came here because she thought Stella might like it. And Stella clearly cares about Say's well-being and safety and stuff like that. This is a good relationship. This is good friendship. Should I say that Boss got her head stuck because of a jammed button? Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep, you worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be. It'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what, after I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Alright. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You come and say? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. That means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing and that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Some even say the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Stella always says, the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. This is a bunch of stuff I don't necessarily understand. Sounds plausible. Yeah, it kind of worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? It hurts my brain. I feel you, sister. I just want to rescue people and help them. Yeah, if only things were that simple. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Always said, "You're such a simpleton that you'd never give the wrong message." But it's his intention that counts. Oh. Finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Uh-oh. This could be problematic. If you saw the last stuff, when Dorothy enters the room, you're going to hear about some things that might have entered Dorothy. So let's all prepare ourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, for whatever's about to happen. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on, the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before I started my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you have a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. Then I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. All right. 2 blue fairies are due. All right. Don't think we've made one of these yet either, so that's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. An optional caramine. Let's see. Do we want to give anybody drunk? Let's give it just a little bit. Just a ooncy booncy bit. It's optional. All right, and mixed. Okay, that's 1 blue fairy. So we'll give alcohol to 1, and then we'll keep the other one kind of normal. And there we go. Nice and soft. All right, age and mix. There we go. Let's see how this changes things. 2 fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. All right, Say, I'm Dorothy. Say. Yes, yes. He say. Yes, yes. Say. Say. Classic comedy. This is good stuff. This is excellent written bits. This only works because we can see the words. But I love it. Good stuff. Good visual, auditory pun comedy. This is pretty good. Say, why did you just buy me a drink? I just thought you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. I like that. I like that type. It's a good type. There's no machinations, no worrying. It's just like, what is she? Is this. You know what you get, you know what to expect. It's easier to base your expectations because expectations are when things get all messed up. You expect someone to do something, they don't do it, you're disappointed. You expect someone to act a certain way, they don't do it, you're disappointed, or you're angry, or you're sad, or whatever. So, expectations are evil. So this is good. Sometimes you need just a simple person. And simple is not an insult in any way. It's a good thing, I think. That look on your face is one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here, and what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute, and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the little one with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid mat. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BEB069. 69 tongue. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. With DNA scanning capabilities. Ooh. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MERD 113 of Rialta Industries, a model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertip. Whoa! She's like a fighting game character now. Because they always got little robots, and they've always got lollies in the fighting games. So they just decided to combine both those things together and put her in a bartending game as a sex bot. So, Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentations and Modifications Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will either be commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. What are you going to do? Nothing. Huh? I'm not in law enforcement. I just do rescue, and even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I want to know, though, why go through with that upgrade? A girl's got to take care of herself, you know. I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I had. Or at least I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay, then, can I give you some advice? I guess? The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. Cannons? I thought they were just little guns. They're finger cannons? Pew pew. You could get a small mod that changes them in disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense, not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've got to go. Ah, yes, another thing. If you aim for the arms or legs, once is self-defense. Anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Bye-bye. Please come again. Aww. Well, this is making me like Dorothy a little bit more. This is a really cute sprite. I'm sad that she's crying, but it's hyper adorable. Wah, I thought she was gonna take me away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask, about what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile and intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. That's not something I would be hoping to hear about the battering of a sex worker. Hopefully it's just some light S&M. I'm going to assume light S&M. That's fine. Both consenting parties, go for it. Alright then, so you fancy yourself a diviner, reading people and all. Not really, I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilum. What can you say about me then? Let's see, You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. Ah, she's like a sapiosexual, I think. Like they're also turned on by high intelligence and like conversation and stuff. That's cool. I find that attractive as well. There's an even deeper frustration. Something's happening that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know that won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. All of that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. Ah, but maybe she was right. I'm pretty sure some of that was right. But this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky, lucky. Aren't you late or something? I am, but if you'd let me satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Go. Fine. Bye-bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, huh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey boss, this might seem random, but do you remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning, and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in and it got stuck. It was a friend's jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Who has a friend's jar lying around? That's really strange. Hey Gil, do you know how... Jill, how did you get my hand out of that jar? A straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, and that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, the many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things? She's supposed to be this hyper-competent, like, extreme fighter, like, taking down grizzly bears and throwing baseballs so hard her arm falls off and, rescuing people from, certain death. And then she gets her head stuck in helmets and her hands stuck in jars like a freaking normie. It's very strange. I wonder how much of this is all manufactured from her. Just to make it seem like she's more impressive, to put on a certain air. It's interesting stuff. Huh. Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one. Still, Jill's onto something here. Yes she is. Now go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe. We made a mistake. We didn't get our special service bonus. Okay. You learn. It was a pretty weird run. Or a pretty weird order. So, we took a chance. We took a chance and it didn't work out. It's okay. It happens. We tried. You never win the race if you never run the race. I'm sure that applies here. Alright, we made some good earnings. Our payment, a little bit in tips. This was not the best day for us. But it was enough. Happy not birthday. Uh-oh. Things have been hacked there, I see. $800 has been charged to your account to renew your membership to Shining Finger. Jill's subscription got renewed. She'll have no problem focusing on work today. Excellent. So we got our $800 off. That's one less thing to worry about. Let's go shopping before we end this stream. We've got a little over $2,000. We can afford something. Let's see. Tea? Meet the staff. I wonder if we can buy some more songs. Let's see. Anything cool? A mega Christmas tree? Celebrate the bastardized commercial version of an already bastardized celebration? That sounds awesome. How much is it? 1,000? Well, let's get this movie poster. I like movie posters. Let's buy a couple of cheap things. Anything on this side that's cheap? Meet the stand, the Mickey banner. Whoa, that's super expensive. Huh. Let's get this. That sounds fun. All right. That looks good. That looks good. All right. Well, let's save. Let's back up our life. If only it were so easy. Day 4. Let's see. It seems like we did the right thing for our cheat sheet here, so that's good. I don't think our next thing for the ending is on day 7 and then 8. But till then, I guess we just play to have some fun. I mean, it's always going to be fun no matter what. All right. Well, I guess that's it. I don't want to start again. It seems to be a nice pattern here of going day by day. Thank you for joining me. If you joined me, I appreciate your presence and your time. Let me know if there's another game you'd like to play around with. I'm always looking for new ideas. You never know what we might find. There's a lot of games I don't know about that maybe you do, that you think I might enjoy. Let me know. I will not be streaming on Friday. I'm going to be working on my first scripted video, doing some voiceovers. I have the script ready, so I'll just be doing some voiceovers. I'm going to see how much of it I can get. Maybe I can do the whole thing in the day. We'll see. And then I'll start editing it, and we'll see what happens. I've got some more ideas, some of it actually based off of teaching, so that's interesting. That's new. So if you want to keep an eye on that, turn in the streams where I can answer questions or give some updates live, or follow me on. So follow me on here, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Teacher to Streamer. Pyre's still going up. I've got some Have a Nice Death highlights going up, the character rankings. These episodes are going up eventually too. We've got a nice backlog. So if you've stuck around for any of the Valhalla streams, we're actually pretty far away from that. They're not coming out until like May. So go ahead and join us on YouTube if you want. I'd be happy to have you there. Keep an eye out on my social medias and stuff for questions or for updates that are a little more immediate. And to see pictures of me in makeup. That's fun. I've been doing that lately, or one time, but I have plans to do it again. Other than that, take care of yourselves. Have some fun. Try to get yourself a nice friendship like Say and Stella. They seem like good friends. So, go for that too. And if you can find yourself a cat person, definitely be friends with a cat person. That seems like it'd be worth it. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.